Hi everyone, we are going to answer the question, what is communication skills? And we will do it by explaining top 10 communication skills. Since managers were hiring, they are looking for new employees and emerging leaders, so let's do it. Let me start. Number 1 is written skills. This could be email or proposal. People will give you credit for a good written skills. You will be allowed to give a credit if you are organized, clear, and concise, just like other communication skills. So, if you want to write an email or proposal, you can write it aside and come back to it later, and revise it before sending it. Number 2 is phone skills. Since we are not face-to-face on the phone, we will notice other people's tone to create a helpful, more well-rounded interaction. If somebody pauses it too long, it can create impression that something will happen to them.
3 is non-verbal communication skills. And this is not a separate skill. It overlaps all the others we have mentioned. Still, our non-verbal communication creates a powerful impression on others. Our non-verbals give off a vibe that shadows everything we say and do. I know a guy who frequently rolled his eyes and made frustrated facial impressions at meetings, and his leader finally talked to him about it, and he honestly didn't even realized he was doing it. Our non-verbal communication and body language can be so automatic, but like the others on the list can be so automatic that like the others on the list, we can make improvements with some self-awareness and practice. And 4 is teamwork and collaboration in groups. Working in teams is exponentially more complicated than working one-on-one. People who are good in groups have good task skills like asking good questions, providing helpful information, offering a point of view, and relationship dynamics are also important, like encouraging and supporting others, and staying positive. Nowadays, it's hard to picture getting promoted if we are not good with groups and teams.
Number 5 is to providing and accepting feedback. As a supervisor, for example, you will have to provide your employees with a feedback to help them develop. And we can't just point out their mistakes. Constructive feedback should include some specific coaching to help people make improvements. It's equally important to hear and receive feedback, as it is easy to get defensive, especially when a feedback is not explained in a helpful way. But if you can learn to be open to feedback and find something helpful in it, others will count it as a valuable communication skill. Number 6 is communicating with empathy. This cuts across all communication contexts. Empathy is our ability to put ourselves in the other people's shoes, to feel what they might be feeling. The empathy helps us understand where people are coming from, and it also builds trust. When we care and keep other people's interest in mind, we are very likely to create a more helpful outcomes. So yeah, that's communicating with empathy.
About interpersonal skills and listening skills. Interpersonal skill is the conversation we have one-on-one between our family, friends, and loved ones. At work, we interact with co-workers, supervisors, and so on. There are constant demands on task-related communication like dealing with facts, figures, and so on. While working under pressure, this context makes all the more important things that we take the time to also interact supportive and respectful ways to create mutual understanding. Next up is listening skills. Listening skills is able to remove distraction, tuning in and to prepare yourself to observe others' message. Listening carefully able to teach us a new skill or absorb important message or able to be. It also helps us to be a supportive first and build a good relationship with others. Thank you.
Number 9. Persuasive skill. Persuasive skill are crucial because we are constantly making requests for approval and support. The most effective persuasive communication usually involves explaining to listeners that there is some or problem and then asking them to support your proposed solution. This is certainly happens while you stand up presenting, but this could happen one-on-one as well, or in a group meeting and in an email or writing proposal. Number 10 is public speaking and presentation skill. This is probably the most recognizable communication skill all of time. It could be a big presentation or speech, but it could also mean standing up to share a 3-minute message in front of a small group at a meeting. It's unusual that entry-level employers are great at this, unless the majority in a communication and college. But on a flip side, if you are a strong stand-up speaker, you will instantly separate yourself from the crowd. People see good speaking and they say to themselves, "That's a leader."